Last class we are discussing about Pāramitā. We had discussed about the definition of all the 10 Pāramitas or perfections, and then we had also discussed about the sequence of 10 Pāramitas or perfections. In the last class, which we are discussing, but it was not completed, we are discussing about the Lakkhana, Lakshana, Rasa, Pachupatthana, and Padarthan. Characteristics, function, manifestation, and immediate cause of all the 10 types of perfections. So in the last class, we had discussed about the characteristics, function, manifestation, and immediate cause of Dana Paramita, Sila Paramita, and we are discussing about the Shanti Paramita in our last class. So let us discuss in a very brief manner. We had discussed about that what are the characteristics of Dana. Then we had discussed about the what are the characteristics for function, manifestation, and immediate cause of Dan as well as seal. Today we are going to discuss about the renunciation and Neskarma Parvita. And we had also discussed in Pali that what is the Neskarma or in Nekhamma. If you go through the second noble truth, Dukha Samudaya Arya Satcham, we find that it has been discussed as a not a second noble truth, but the second eightfold path. That is the right determination or right thoughts or right things which have been discussed as a Samma Sankappo. And the first which has been said as Nekhamma Sankappo, Abhyapad Sankappo, and Abhinsa Sankappo. There are three aspects which are discussing related with right determination. So here also perfection or Pāramitā is also Neskarm. Whenever any person who is being unsatisfied, who is not satisfied with the affairs of the family, as well as he sees that family members are the burden or they are seeing that they are impediment in the path of getting a state of eternal bliss. And after hearing the teachings of the Buddha, he gets confidence in himself and tries to renounce the household life and take a life of recluse. And he joins the Buddhist Sangha and takes pavajja, or he becomes ordained. So that is called as a renunciation, and this is the renunciation, and it is the quality or it has the characteristics of that Neskarma Pāramitā has the characteristics or Lakshana that one is departing from the sense pleasures. That sense pleasures means that Indriya Janita Sukha Siksha, that pleasure which is being experienced by our five senses, namely Chakshu, Srot, Gran, Jihiva, and Kaya. So this is called as you can say a person who is not interested in the sensual pleasure. So renunciation has the characteristics of departing from the sensual pleasure as well as from the process of repeated existence of bhavchaka parampara. And then in the Milinda Pahyo, we also find that King Milinda asked a question to Acharya Nagasen that for what purpose you have renounced the household life and taken a life of recluse. Then he says that I have taken a life of recluse only for making end of our suffering. So dukhas antas karo. So here the answer of the Acharya Nagasen that whenever there is the end of the suffering, then there is the getting a state of eternal bliss. And for that purpose, a person has renounced the household life. So here, this is also that one process of repeated existence becomes a person does not need to come again and again in this process of repeated existence. And what is the function of renunciation or neskarma? That it has the functions to verify their unsatisfactoriness. That what are the, you can say, uh, things which are called as unsatisfactoriness, it has to verify through the neskarma. And what are the pachupathan or manifestation? That renunciation has the manifestation for the withdrawal from them, withdrawal from the sensual pleasure, and as well as the process of a repeated existence also. And what is the immediate cause of renunciation? Tom Kim Pabajasyti, for what purpose you have taken a life of recluse? I have taken a life for getting a state of eternal bliss, that is the Nibbana. So here, that getting a state of spiritual attainment, I have, so renunciation has only immediate cause for getting a state of eternal bliss, that is the height of the spiritual attainment. So it has the proximate cause, only getting a state of eternal bliss. Now we are coming to the wisdom, that is the right understanding or panya. In there is a pragya paramita also. So what are the characteristics? What are the function? What are the manifestation? And what are the immediate cause of the panya or pragya? Let us discuss. We have already seen that the panya has characteristics to remove the darkness of the ignorance related with avidya, that it has the characteristics to dispel the darkness of ignorance. Moha andhakar bindhansanrasa, that it destroys the darkness of ignorance, that all things are subject to impermanence, all things are subject to suffering, and all dhammas are subject to soulless. So this is called as, you can say, characteristics. It has the characteristics to remove or dispel the darkness of the ignorance. What is the ignorance? That is the moha or avidya in Pali. In Sanskrit, it is called as avidya. What is avidya? Avidya has been defined as dukhe ayanam, dukh samudaya ayanam, dukh nirodham ayanam, dukh nirodhagamni patipada ayanam, idpachayata ayanam, paticca samuspannesu dhammesu ayanam, aparantam yanam, pubatta aparantam yanam, not knowing the Four Noble Truth, not knowing the law of conditionality, not knowing the law of dependent originations, not knowing the past existence, present existence. This is called as avidya. So it has the panya paramita or pragya paramita, has the characteristics to dispel the darkness of the ignorance. And through this, whenever the darkness of ignorance is being removed, then there is the arising of that one penetrates into the nature of the reality. What is the nature of reality? Sabbe sankhara nicca, sabbe sankhara dukkha, and sabbe dhamma anatta. So this is the, you can say, wisdom. It has the characteristics to remove the, you can say, it has the characteristics to penetrate into the nature of the reality, as well as it has the characteristics to dispel the darkness of ignorance. What is the function of that? Function is to make a distinction between the immoral dhammas and the moral dhammas. Through the panya or through the right understanding, we are able to know that what is the moral dhamma or what is the kusal kamma, what is akusal kamma, what is kusal mula, and what is akusala mula. Through this, we are able to know, and through panya, we are able to. Its function is to remove the asavas, that is the intoxicants, kamasav, bhavasav, ditthi asav, and avijja asav. So it has the functions to remove the four types of asavas. So this has the and its functions to emulate the objective field. In Milind Pahyo, it has been said that Obhasan, it has the function of getting enlightenment. आलोकित चक्षुम उत्पादी यानम उत्पादी alokam utpadi. Through the right understanding or through the wisdom or through the panya, a person is able to know the nature of the reality. So this is the its function is to illuminate, to get enlightenment. And just like a lamp, whenever lamp is being lit, then there is the light. So whenever there is the pragya or panya, a person has the characteristics to chakkhum utpadi. There is the rising of the chakshu, that is, it gives you wisdom to know the nature of the reality. Alokam utpadi, that it gives the light related with the Four Noble Truth. Yanam utpadi, there are the knowledge of the Four Noble Truth. So this is the, you can say, illuminating. And what are the manifestation, Pachupathan of the Pragya? It has the manifestation of non-confusion. Asamoha, there is no any confusion. Otherwise, there is a doubt related with the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, Tisarana, and there is a Kankha related with the 10 precepts or 5 precepts or the 8 precepts. So through this pragya, all the sansay, all the doubts related with the Tisarana, 5 precepts, Panch Sikha Pad or At Sikha Pad or Das Sikha Pad are being removed. So this is the, you can say, manifestation. What is the immediate cause? Padathan. What is the, just like a guide in a forest concentration or the Four Noble Truth. So whenever immediate cause is that a person is dukkhe yanam, dukh samuday yanam, dukh nirodham yanam, dukh nirodhagamni patapada yanam, idpachayata yanam, paticha samutpannesu dhammesu yanam, aparantam yanam, pubatta aparantam yanam. That through the wisdom, a person is able to know the four types of the Arya Satchani, Noble Truth, Idapachayata, law of conditionality, law of dependent originations, past existence, present existence, and future existence. So this has the immediate cause, Panya. Now let us come to the next, that is called as energy, that is the Briya Pāramitā. What are the characteristics of Briya Pāramitā or Pragya Pāramitā? Briya Pāramitā. What are the characteristics? What are the function? What are the manifestation? And what are the immediate cause of energy? We have already seen what is the Briya. Upthambhana Lakhanam Biryam. That it gives the mental support, just like the four pillars gives the support for a building. In the same way, Virya has the quality of giving support for the arising of the moral dhammas or kusal dhammas. So this has the characteristics of a striving. And Buddha also says this is another name of apamad. In Sanskrit, it is called as apramad. Apramad means the absence of the idleness. That is why in the Dhammapad it has been said, apamado amatam padam pamado machuno padam. That apramad is the path of eternal bliss, and pamada has the path of death. Pamado machuno padam. So here, pamad, through the pramad, there is the arising of the violence or hinsa, and apramad, through the apramad, becoming active, becoming energetic, a person is able to know the nature of the reality, and he strives to get on a, and he aspires to get a state of eternal bliss. And for aspiring anything, there is a need of apramad. Until unless we do not have apramad, we cannot move for the seal, samadhi, or pragya, or trisiksha, or any, you can say, the thing. So energy is called as a absence of idleness. That is, and what is the function of energy? That it function is to fortify. What is the meaning of fortify? That it has the quality, or you can say function, to remove, to make a war with the immoral dhammas, and becoming alert or becoming aware to how to deal with the 5 types of nivarnas or hindrances, namely kama, chanda, vyapad, tinimidhu, udaj, kuch, and vichikitsha. These are the 5 nivarnas or hindrances which are putting obstacle in the path of concentration. So this has the quality, or you can say it has the functions to make a war with all these hindrances which are putting obstacle in the path of concentration. What are the manifestation of energy? It has the manifestation of indefatigability. So how you have to digest all the immoral dhammas, it has the quality of that. And an occasion of the arousing of energy or sense of spiritual urgency is the proximate cause. And what is the immediate cause or proximate cause? It is that how spiritual attainment, that adhyatmic vikas, how for the getting a state of arhathood, this energy is very much necessary. That is why Buddha, at the time of Mahaparinirvan at Kusinagar, the last words of the Blessed One was by Dhamma Sankhara apamadena sampadetha. That, O monks, all our dhammas are subject to impermanence by Dhamma Sankhara. Apamadena sampaditha, work with diligence to complete all our actions. So this is the, you can say, immediate cause, how you have to becoming energetic. You have to make an effort for getting a state of spiritual attainment. Then next is the patience, that is the chanti. We have seen that patience has the that how you have to behave just like a tolerant. And Buddha has given so many discourses, especially in Mahaparinibbana Sutta, that how one can be patient also. That if you hear some malicious word related with you and you are being chided by someone, how you are not reacting with those persons, how you are patiently hearing those things and making answering to all those questions. This is called as patience. So until unless a person does not have patience, he cannot move towards the attainment of the samadhi or pragya. So what is the characteristics of patience? It has the characteristics of acceptance, to accept the things, whatever it comes to you. It is not up to you that how you, but the thing that how you are accepting the things, this is the, you can say, characteristics of patience. What is the function? That how you are bearing those undesirable or desirable things which are coming to you. So you have to bear with very, you can say, sambara sila, how you are enduring all these, you can say, the things which are not favorable or unfavorable to you. What is the manifestation of that patience? It has the manifestation is tolerance or non-oppositions. You have not to make any reactions. And there are so many references in Mahaparinibbana Sutta also, and in first Sutta of Dekha, that is the Brahmajala Sutta, it has been said that some of the monks approach to the Blessed One and ask that there are so many spiritual teachers who are giving the discourses. So what is good and what is bad? How can we accept it? And what are the things which are suitable for us or not? Then Buddha says that in those thoughts, whatever you are getting from your teachers, six contemporary teachers available at that time, if you find the gist of the eightfold path in those teachings, then you can accept it. That is the Trisikha or Tisikha. If you find the abstract of those teachings in their teachings, then you can accept it. Otherwise, if you do not get this eightfold path teachings in there, you do not accept it. It shows the inclusiveness. Buddha never says that you do not accept, and this shows about the some bhava. Sama bhava means respecting to all the religions, all the thoughts. You are not reacting to other thoughts also. And even Satta Aparihaniya Dhamma of Mahaparinibbana Sutta, Buddha has given the 7 maleficent rules for a state. How can a state cannot be overpowered by other state if they are following these the things? So these are making it tolerant. You have to make it tolerant to other religious persons also, other thoughts also. So this shows about the tolerance. You have to be very much tolerant about this. So this has the, you can say, patience. Next is called as the truthfulness, that is the satya, Pāramitā. So it has the characteristics of non-deceptiveness in speech, that if you are following the truthfulness perfections, it has the characteristics of non-deceptiveness. Non-deceptiveness, that you are not making any inconsistency with your physical and vocal actions, and whatever you are making a stand, you have to follow of that, and in the speech also. And what is the function of such Pāramitā? It has the functions to verify in accordance with the fact. And Buddha also says that you do not accept the things, whatever it is coming from the tradition, or that it has come from a tradition or custom or tradition legacy, but you investigate it, and if you find it that these are available in the teachings of the Buddha, then you can accept it. So here this truthfulness, it has to verify. You have to make an investigation, and teachings of the Buddha are very much scientific in the sense that these are based upon the reason and logic also. That is why there are scholars who thinks that there are scientific method in the teachings of the Buddha, because all the teachings have been made on the logic as well as reasoning. And this yukti, reasoning, logic, they were developed by the teachers of Nalanda Mahavihar at that time. And the legacy, which was started at Nalanda Mahavihar, it went to Tibet, China, and other countries. And the legacy they are following, that is called as Nalanda tradition of Buddhism. So this is still going on. So this has the, and what is the manifestation? It has the manifestation of excellence. If a person follows the Satya, and even in Jatakas, we see that how Satya, Chag, Dhiti, these three things, Satya means truth, Chag means Tyag, that is the sacrifice, Dhriti means patience, whatever we have discussed just now. So these are most common virtues which have been discussed in the Jatakas also. So here it is manifestation is the excellence and honesty is the proximate cause. And if you are following the path of the truthfulness, it gives the honesty and it gives, it makes a person honest also. So this is the immediate cause of that also. Next, we are coming to the determination, that it has the characteristics of determining upon the requisites of enlightenment. So it has the characteristics that what are the requisites for getting a state of enlightenment. And its function is to overcome their opposites. So we have already seen that there are some of the hindrances which are putting obstacle in the path of concentration. But there are antidotes also, like namely Jhanangaj, Vitakka, Vichar, Piti, Sukh, and Ekaggata. These are the five factors or five constituents for the concentrations also. So here determinations, what are the requisites of enlightenment? Through the Rupa Jhan and Arupa Jhan, a person can get a state of enlightenment. So this is the, you can say, determining the nature of the requisites like Rupajhan or Rupajhan for getting enlightenment. And what is the function? To overcome the five types of nivarnas, namely Kama, Chand, Vyapad, Thin, Midhi, Ujat, Kuch, and Vichkicha. So it removes, or you can say it overpowers all the five types of nivarnas or hindrances which are making obstacle in the path of concentration. What is the manifestation? It has the manifestation of unshakableness. It does not. And even in Dhammapad, we hear one verse, Selo yatha ek ghano vatin na samirati, yom ninda pasansasu na samanjiti pandita. That just like a massive rock mountain is not being shaken by the wind, in the same way, a honest person, one who follows the path of the Dhamma, he cannot be shaken by the blame and praise, ninda and prasansa. So this is the determination here. It gives unshakableness. Uh, if there is the blame or praise, he is not being shaken about that. And what are the requisites of enlightenment? These are the proximate cause. We have to find out about that. Then next comes the loving kindness, that is the Metta Pāramitā. We have already defined Metta Pāramitā, that it is the Parit Kamata, that Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam, let all the beings be happy, Arogino, Kemino, Honti, Sabbe Satta, Bhavantu Sukhitatta. Let all the beings be happy. Let all the, you can say, people have the, you can say, happier state. In that is type of, you can say, thinking starts with the loving kindness. And it, what is the characteristics of loving kindness? It is promoting of welfare of living beings. If you hear the word of blessed one at the time of the after the first Dhammachak Pavattan Sutta, he says that जरत भिक्ख वैचारिकम बहुजन हिताय बहुजन सुखाय लोकानुकंपाय थाय देव मनुष्यानम ति. So here lokanukampai, for the compassion of all the human beings as well as gods also, and for the welfare of manifold human beings also. So this shows about the, you can say, loving kindness, and this is the, you can say, welfare of, let all the beings parhit kamta, let all the beings be happy, healthy. So, and what is the function of loving kindness? It functions to provide to their welfare. and it functions to remove resentment also. And if you see that Parhit Kamata is nothing but it removes the antipathy or hatred. If you are following the loving kindness, you are following the path of the, you can say, removal of the antipathy. That is why in Dhammapad it is called as Nahi Berene Berane Samatita Kudachanam or Verene Cha Samanti Esa Dhammo Sanantano. The antipathy is not being seized by, or hatred is not being seized by the hatred, but hatred is being seized by the aware, that is the friendliness of Vyapada. And this is the, you can say, function of that. It removes the hatred, that is the antipathy, dvesa bhavana. And what is the, you can say, manifestation? It manifestation is kindliness. Kindliness means anukampa, that he sab hitesu karuna upajjati, that if you are following the metta, metta is mejjati iti metta, asneheti iti, that it gives the sneha. Sneha is in the sense of anudaya, it gives the kindness. So it has the manifestation of the kindliness, anudaya, anukampa. So whenever there is a loving kindness, maitri or metta, it has the manifestation of giving the anudaya, anukampa, karuna also. Through the metta, a person can develop compassion. And what is the proximate cause? It has the proximate cause of agreeable side of being is proximate cause also. So what are the persons seeing the agreeable side of the beings? What are the persons who are the things which are agreeable to another one? This is the proximate cause. And lastly is called as equanimity Pāramitā, that is the upekha Pāramitā. And this Pāramitā has the, we have already seen mudhajanesu upekha, that it has the characteristics of not pleasantness nor pleasantness. It has only one feeling, that is called as equanimity. And we had also discussed that how samata, that equality towards all one, this is called as upeksha. And what is the characteristics? This is the characteristics of promoting the aspect of neutrality. Neutrality means neither you are favoring anyone nor you are disagreeing with another one. It is neutral, that is the, you can say, mudhajanesu upekha, just like a fool person who does not see any difference between the good and the bad. In the same way, equanimity has the quality of neutrality. And what is the function? To the see to see the things in an impartial way, not partiality, but impartial. That whether it is good or not, pleasant or this not pleasant. So this is the, in you are visualizing the things in an impartial manner. And what is the manifestation of equanimity? It has the equanimity, a manifestation of subsiding of attraction and repulsion. You are not attached to anyone, and not you are going to attach to someone. So you are do not have any nandi or rag, lust and attachment with anyone. So this is the, you can say, manifestation. And what are the, you can say, immediate cause? That people are resulting their own karma as a proximate cause. So resulting their own karma, that what are, when a person does moral actions, he get the resultant of the moral actions. If a person does immoral actions, he gets the resultant of the immoral actions. So in that way, it has been said. So let us finish here.